All right, everyone, listen up. This is going to be our last adventure over here on this side of the country with Monique and Ivan before we hit the road. So check this video out today. Make sure you're subscribed and those notifications are turned on so when we hit the road tomorrow and do some more travel thrifting, you can get notifications for that. Here's what's going on in today's video. This is going to be kind of cool. We're going to the zoo. I don't think we've ever been to a zoo on this channel, so there's the first. But we're going to the Oklahoma City Zoo because Ivan collects something called mold-a-rama molds. And these are very specific plastic toy molds that are created by a vending machine right in front of you. And this was mind-blowing. I had never heard of this before Ivan told me about it. And Ivan actually has a pretty extensive collection of these. So for way more on all this, definitely go subscribe to his channel. And you can learn a lot more technical information about them, but we're going to just kind of have an experiential journey learning what these things are on this channel, so stick around for that. But subscribe to his channel before we get started, pretty please, and then subscribe to this channel. Help us get to 10,000 before we get back home. That'd be really cool. We're getting close. Let's go to the zoo. Check this out, right inside the door. Boom! Let's go. This one's a Rhino, and it's only $3. I asked Ivan how much it was. He's like, I don't know, $5. Check it out. This right here is the whole reason we're here. This is a mold-a-matic machine, and Ivan collects these. And there's supposed to be 8 of these mold machines in this zoo, and we're gonna try our hardest to get each one of them. One of my favorite parts of this channel is my passion for collecting often kind of draws other people in or draws me to other people that like to collect weird things. And honestly, this is how I get into collecting weird things sometimes. Ivan collects these, and I don't know, after today, maybe after seeing this machine work like we're about to, maybe I'll be a mold-a-rama, mold-a-matic collector. I'm excited about this. So let's put some money in this thing and see what happens. Oh, and then out comes a Rhino. I'm reminded of a scene from Ace Ventura. It's like reverse Ace Ventura.
Warm.
Yeah, is it hot?
Holds up.
That's what you're like, that's the process you're supposed to do.
That's what I heard.
So it forms properly. Can I touch it real quick?
Yeah. Hold it.
Oh. Okay, it's very interesting. It's still really flimsy right now because it's so hot. I think it'll probably harden a lot as it cools down, which today's a great day for, because not only is it freezing cold outside, the wind's blowing really hard.
That is cool. All right.
All right, hold on. I gotta get one. I'm gonna get 2.
First one. Saw it in action.
Mold-a-matic, the magic souvenir maker. All right, I'm very excited about this. So I guess you just swipe. You just swipe and it goes. This is called injection molding, if you don't know. Basically, the shape of this Rhino is inside the metal. It's melting plastic, I assume from pellets. Most injection molding is like these plastic pellets, and they get dumped in, and they're gonna be melted to the shape, and we're gonna get a Rhino. I'm very excited about this. Oh! So he's still literally melted down to the thing, and then it scrapes it off. Bro, this is so awesome. So, I've only ever held one other mold-a-rama mold because Ivan has a collection of them, and they're considerably harder than this is right now. I think that's because the plastic is still very hot. So I've probably got to be very careful to let this cool before I play too rough with it. But it's a yellow Rhino. You know what would be really awesome for this whole day? Because there's how many machines here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's allegedly 8 machines in this zoo. I would love to leave with all 8. I would be even more happy actually if they were all yellow. I doubt that's going to be the case, but you know me and my yellow shenanigans. It'd be very cool.
The next machine is just down from the entrance, and it's an elephant. Elephants are my favorite, so I'm gonna do this one. I'm so excited.
Give it the money.
Swipe.
Her card swipe didn't, but my touch card did for some reason.
Oh, okay.
The plastic is in. How do you feel about it?
Let's do this. I want an elephant.
I like how the display on this one is on a little wooden pedestal. That's something to think about, Ivan.
That is.
Come on. Come on out of there, elephant. Oh, beautiful.
Oh goodness.
Oh my gosh. Let's make your elephant and my rhino kiss.
Aw.
Don't get me wrong, I'm excited to see some moosin and some elephant while we're here, but I wonder if the mold-a-rama machines are on the map here. That would be dope, wouldn't it? I bet you we could probably Google something that'll tell us where they are. You think they'll let me ride a moose if there's one here? So we're walking around enjoying the zoo because, you know, here's the kangaroo. He's just chilling. He's a little cold because I think he's out of climate here, but he's fine, I guess. He looks like he's sleeping. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't bother him. But across from the kangaroo is the next mold-a-matic machine. I'm pretty excited because this is actually the whole bird section that it's in front of. And I was like, sweet, this might be where the flamingo is. Flamingo's the one I'm most excited about. We get to the flamingo one, clearly supposed to be a flamingo. Look at the artwork. It's Santa Claus.
No.
I mean, I'm still gonna get it, but I want a flamingo. Does this mean we have to come back here next time just to get the flamingo?
I guess so. I'm
The thing
bummed.
is, there's a problem.
Please accept our apologies. This machine is temporarily out of order.
It's because Christmas is over, so we're probably gonna switch up the day. All right, next one.
All right, well, keep moving. Bye, Mr. Kangaroo. I hope you wake up soon. Oh, look, there's another one over here. Hey, Jack. Jack. Hey, Jack. They're not interested. Entirely desensitized. Apparently, it's a wallaby. Animals really aren't my strong suit. Look, he's hoppy. He's a hoppy boy. Look at this door. You didn't think my big self was gonna fit in there, did you?
What's in there?
Turtles or something? I don't know. I didn't really see. Fishies.
Turtle.
Yeah. Woohoo! Coming fast. Woohoo! Coming fast. You gotta give yourself, you gotta pull yourself with momentum. 2, 3, go. I got a little too much. I got a little too much sauce. Go. Go forth. Take stuff out of your back pockets. No cursing.
That's a pretty good fight.
That was good.
I think it was good to go there.
It's stone. It's like smooth concrete. Hannah's got her bag and all.
Together, count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Hannah, you're terrible. Oh my God. You gotta listen. You gotta throw yourself into it.
I wanted my momentum to just carry me.
Hey, 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 hey. You guys didn't know I was part flamingo, did you?
No.
You didn't know?
Is that why you're so tall?
Yeah, you see it, don't you? They are odd creatures. Quack. I can barely see your eyeballs and it freaks me out. That one's posturing. Look away, kids. That is way bigger than my cat. They're way bigger than pants.
He wishes he was them though.
Yeah. That might be the most beautiful creature I've ever seen. He's so beautiful. He's snuggling. This is for sure the closest I've ever been. He's going home. Come back. Hello, you magnificent monster. Hey, listen, I'm sorry for the Tiger King, okay? As a human being, that's our bad. We are in the cat center, which is awesome. And check it out. Boom, an orange lion one. Gotta get me one. Please don't be out of order. Okay, we're good. Hannah, give me the money. Give me the money. This is gonna be my favorite one, I think.
Yeah, cool.
All right, hold this. I'm gonna go right for it. Give it the swipe. They need to put more of these machines in here because if there were 100 of them, I'd swipe every one. All right, come close. There goes the mold. I wish it was transparent. Obviously, it can't be really. But I'd love to see the liquid plastic getting dumped in, but we're not going to see that. This machine sounds troubled. It sounds like it's working. All right, give me my lion. This is number 3. Oh baby, let's go. Oh, it's so wonderful. I like to while it's still kind of hot. Rake away the little bits. I'm sure there's some mold-a-rama experts out there that are like, stop! Because I've looked at a few of Ivan's molds, and you can see some of them have these protrusions, some of them don't.
Excuse me, as a mold-a-rama expert, don't do that.
Well, you gotta get the ring off, or it's not gonna stand flat. There you go. It's perfect. It's flush. I want 1,000 more. We are in the snake room now. Check this out. Rattlesnake. I'll tell you what this room reminds me of. This definitely invokes a scene from Harry Potter in my mind. We came over here looking for the grizzly bear mold and the grizzly bears. I always want to see a grizzly bear, but we ran into the snake room and there's a snake mold-a-rama over here. So I definitely want one of these. I think it's my favorite one so far. It's actually a curled up snake, which is pretty cool. Boom. Did it work?
It doesn't work.
Really? It's just not turned on. But it looks like we're not gonna get a snake today because it's turned off. So we found out about halfway through this adventure that there's a list of locations for each one of these machines. And of course we want all of them, but we've already found a couple of them that don't work. But we were the most excited about a train, and we're here at the train one. And it's an elk or something. So we're still gonna try to get one, but we just kind of powered the machine on and it's heating up the plastic, so I don't know how long we're gonna have to wait. I imagine it might take a little bit to bring plastic to its boiling point. I don't know how many degrees that is, but I bet it's a lot. Actually, I bet it's not as much as we probably think. Because I don't know if you've ever melted plastic before. It happens really easily. Also, I don't know if you can tell how windy it is. Look at this. You see how windy it is? Like, look at all that. It's windy. All right. The machine stopped powering up now. The machine stopped making noise. So let me swipe and see what happens. Here we go. Card approved?
Yeah.
Give me my antelope. What if it still spits out a train? It doesn't. I can see the shape of it. It says drops of hot plastic may remain hold upside down until cool. I don't think that's for it to set. I think it's so you don't drop hot plastic on yourself and sue. Give it to me. Give it to me. We've been bamboozled. There's nothing. Nothing.
That's probably why I was off.
Well, hey, the vending machine experience isn't complete without a you know, it taking your money. So I'm thinking the toolbox definitely needs a sticker, but I don't know which one. I'm thinking flamingo. What do you think?
I like
This one or this one? I kind of like this smaller one.
I kind of do.
All right, flamingo it is. I got a sticker and a patch.
Sweet.
I've got 2 patches from this trip to put on my backpack now. I'm not at all upset about it, but it looks like some of the mold-a-ramas might have actually been a bit of a casualty because of COVID. So we need to come back here in the summer when A, a little bit more of the zoo's open, and B, maybe more of those machines work. But I now have my first 3 in my collection. So if you guys live in an area where you know there's some of these machines, be sure to let us know if it's worth coming to check them out if they're working. I know there are kind of lists online where you can go look for them at, but I more want to know from you guys if you've ever seen these machines before. I'd love to know. All right, Hannah, what did you think about the zoo and what did you think about the molds?
The zoo would have been lit in the summer.
Yeah.
But in the winter, it's fine.
The zoo kind of turned out to be a little bit lame. This was really strange. We pre-ordered tickets for getting in because that's what you do as a responsible adult. And then we got there and there was no one taking tickets. You could have walked right in, no problem. And almost the whole time we were in the zoo, we barely saw anyone working there. I mean, we did, a couple people, but very slim down. And of course, lots of habitats were closed down because of the weather. So like alligators were put up in a warm barn somewhere. But that wasn't a big deal. And it wasn't the biggest deal because we were going for these molds. And we were only able to find about half of the mold machines that were supposed to even be there, and even out of those half, we only got 3 molds, 3 working machines. But that's okay, because I am actually pretty excited about collecting these in the future, but I'm not gonna go too crazy with them. I don't want one unless I go get it out of a machine. First and foremost, I don't want to buy them at the store. I don't want to be on any online user groups. I just, as we continue these travels, it'd be cool if every trip we just kind of look at a map and go, oh, there's a machine at this place. Let's go make a mold and take it home and put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
With the 3 that I got. So we ended up with a lion.
Roar.
And an elephant. Oh, here's a good, and a rhino.
Roar? What sound does a rhino make?
Yeah, that's what I hear in my head. I think it just breathes loudly. But they're really cool, and I'm especially happy to have a yellow one. I would have probably been the happiest with the flamingo, but the flamingo one had Santa Claus in it and didn't work.
So it was a double whammy.
It was a double whammy. But I'm actually really excited, and the only reason I'm going to collect a few of these is A, it's fun to do on the road, but B, I do a lot of 3D printing in my workshop at home, and honestly, if you walked up to me with this and showed this to me, well, I would have been able to tell just by looking at it that it's molded, because you can see the mold lines.
Yeah.
That's what all this stuff I'm picking off here. So I would have been able to tell, but like just sitting over there, I'd be like, oh, that's an interesting 3D print.
Yeah.
So because of my background in 3D printing and making and stuff, I actually know quite a bit about plastics. Mm-hmm. And I'm always kind of learning new stuff about new plastics and resins for making and creating and printing and stuff. And I've got to say, for this to be really old technology, this plastic is quite odd. It's almost waxy. Can you feel that?
A little bit, yeah.
It almost feels like a slightly harder version of those wax candy, Coke candies, soda candies. It feels like a harder, like you could, not that I'm going to, not that I suggest doing this at home, but you could start chewing on this and it would turn into a chewy wax, I think.
I think so.
So I don't know what the contents of this plastic is, but I'm hoping to get online and kind of find out and learn more about it. Because to be honest with you, creating your own molds and injection molds for this kind of thing wouldn't be that hard to do at home. Not that I'm saying I want to do that, but I just like understanding these kinds of technologies. But this is a really old technology. You could get these back in the day, and I think it's kind of crazy that there's just enough interest in this that museums and zoos, which is where most of these machines can be found, are still in operation, and people still collect them pretty heavy. So this is one of my favorite things about traveling, discovering new little things like this. I already have the penny passport book that you get pennies stamped in, and that's just like, I don't go looking for those too hard, but about every time we take a trip, I'll see one and I'll put one in my passport book. It's just, I like cool things to seek out when traveling, and I think this will kind of be on my list of things. What do you think?
I think they're really cool. It was really cool to watch the machine work.
Yeah.
Because like you don't really know what's going on while it's cooking, you know? But the bit where it's like done and it pulls it out, it's just like, ah, and then the little scooper's like, here you go.
Yeah. The scooper's the best part, where it just scoops it down where you can grab it.
It's great.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, you can see the holes where the injection of the plastic comes through, and they are all hollow. The only thing that would make this video better was if you could feel this, because, you know, I could, if I wanted to, I could crush this with my hands.
Yeah.
It's thin, but it'll last as long as we put it up on a shelf.
You know what I didn't notice?
What?
They all say OKC Zoo on the bottom. Does that one?
They do, yeah.
That's so cool.
You're not going to see it too well on camera, but real small letters. So that's pretty cool. So before we get out of here today, guys, if you happen to know of one of these in your area, definitely let us know, so maybe on future trips we could stop at wherever that's at and get one. I would love to come home with some more yellow ones.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder if there's enough of them still out there that I can just have all the animals in yellow. I quite like it.
I'm just so chuffed that the elephant is actually made of gray. It looks really cool.
Properly looks like an elephant.
Yeah.
This one also is a bit more translucent than the rest of
It
them.
is.
I've noticed.
It's also a lot more detailed. Like you see the wrinkles
Oh,
in
you mean
the
like
elephant.
Yeah.
Do you see them in the rhino?
Yeah, I mean you do, but you are right that it's a little bit more. But see how you can see through that bad boy?
Yeah.
And also there's just kind of like lots of imperfections on the inside.
Yeah, it's like a textured wax.
Well, just on the inside, you just kind of see dirt specks and stuff. Basically, I imagine the molds these are being made in are quite old.
Yeah.
Because again, those machines are quite old, which is why it wasn't too big of a surprise that half of them weren't working. But that, I just want to reiterate, is my favorite kind of travel adventure. I definitely look forward to doing this kind of thing in the future. But again, before we get out of here, what are we gonna say?
No, like, it's super cool.
You're just really pumped about that lion.
I just like him.
Before we get out of here, again, go sub to Ivan's channel, and he's got, I think, 2 or 3 videos at this point just about these molds. And if you want to see a bunch more of them and what other kind of molds there are, you can see it over there. But also subscribe to our channel. Help us get to 10,000 subs before we get home. Tomorrow's video should be a full-fledged, on the road, stopping at random thrift stores kind of adventure. And I'm excited about it. So come back for that. And until then, guys, peace out.